What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Let's get it.
If another childless person tells me how to be a father, I'll scream. I know this is going to get me on TikTok for sure, but here I go. If another woman tells me how to be a father, I will open my mouth and flat out scream. You can no more tell me how to be a father than I can tell you how to birth a baby. I don't know nothing about birthing a baby. I don't know nothing about nursing a child. You have to know what you don't know. Shut up being the teacher and just be the wife.
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings, though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him eat.
No. He's not finna eat that at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb.
I have some disturbing stats I want to share with you about fatherless homes. And by the way, some of the stats, you're like, I've seen this before. I'm going to tell you, when you read some of these stats, you're going to sit there and say, that is insane. By the way, these stats are from 2021 of the impact a father makes in a child upbringing, both a girl and a boy. Like I said, disturbing, but you will be shell-shocked with the stats. The US has the highest rate of children living in a single-parent household of any nation in the world. About 80% of single-parent homes are led by single mothers, at a rate of 23% of children living with one parent and no other adult. The United States stands over 3 times the world average of 7% of children raised by one parent. For reference, the number stands at 3% in China, 4% in India. This is not an area we want to be competing with other countries, by the way.
True.
If there is a statistic to not be competing in, this is one of the statistics. China's at 3, India's at 4, the world's at 7. We're at 23% in America. This is the stats where the side effects of this, we ain't gonna see for 2 decades.
Young daughter reveals to her father that she lost her virginity last night. What are your honest thoughts about this specific situation? No more wasting time. Let's get it.
You okay? What's going on, baby girl?
Well, I wanted to talk to you, Daddy.
Okay, what's going on?
I lost my virginity last night.
I'm sorry. You what? You what?
I lost my virginity last night.
Nah, man. No, you didn't. Because my daughter respects herself. And she loves herself. And she can't be that foolish. You pranking me. And that's why you recorded me. Guys, man, you gotta stop doing that.
Daddy, I'm not pranking you.
What you guys are about to see is exactly why fathers are important. Yes, no more wasting time. Let's get it.
First of all, you're disrespecting me by having your whole body exposed to the world. Big facts.
How?
What do you mean, how? What? Your body is sacred to me, correct?
I feel like that's subjective.
My body,
yeah, I feel like that every man don't feel the same way.
What about your father? Would he care if your mother was out there with the share?
Good question. Shout out to the Daily Wrap Up crew. Let's go.
Nipples out and...
My dad got a dress made for my mother, and it's like a gold chain dress, and she's worn it with him before, and he wants to show his woman off.
A few moments later.
Call your father to ask him that question.
I'll call him right now. Papa, question. I'm on the podcast. So if mommy was outside and she had on like a sheer top or like a sheer dress, do you feel like you have a say in what mommy should be wearing?
Yes, I do have a say.
Look at her face.
Because you're not walking out anyway with me. 2, she would be really popular with the guys if she had an outfit like that on.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Hey, yo, Pops, who respects you?
Look, they like you.
That's how you do it, Pops. That's how you do it, Pops. That's how you do it, man.
With my boyfriend, with Jason.
He's like, not Jason.
Hey, this gotta be one of her jokes. It was just Chris last week, and then you just wanted to move in with Eric. Stop, girl. Stop it. All right, it's getting old. It's getting old. You almost got me that time, though.
Daddy, I'm being serious. I wanted to come and tell you first.
First person you should have told was God. Because not only did you let him down, or not only did you let me and your mother down, you let him down. You are a princess of virtue. And now, and I hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna tell you from the eyes of the world. And now, you just damaged goods, baby. You used
Why
goods.
would you say something like that?
And there begins the controversy. You guys know we have to check out these comments, right? People had a lot to say about this perspective video because apparently this is his real daughter, right? That's the confusing thing. It's like, is this a skit? Is this real? Let's keep watching.
I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. Your kids are so horrible and hard to deal with, and I'm blaming the parents because they have horrible guidance.
Right. Violent, aggressive, and angry son gets a visit from the prison doctor. And so the prison doctor is an organization who visit single mothers. I'm assuming it's mostly single mothers who need help disciplining their children.
He is violent, aggressive, angry, and downright hateful to me and my home. Whenever he is told to do something, he literally says no, bangs on walls, and then runs to the door and will start beating on the walls, run outside, beat up the garage door, and put holes in the walls.
Really?
This is every other day.
Really?
Really.
And he calls you bitches and
I'm a bitch, I'm a hoe to my face. In text messages, there's a young boy in his class that I have forbade him to talk to or play with. The young man's mother has forbidden his son.
disrespecting her and doing stupid stuff every day. Like she's trash. It ends to freaking day. Do you understand? If it does not end today, and I allow you to stay in this house today, if I don't drag your little behinds out here and put you in that car outside, if I allow you to stay, and it's a big if, because I ain't decided. If I allow you to stay in this house today, and she calls me and tells me that you are still disrespecting her and dogging her out and damaging this house, I will come back here in less than 20 minutes, and there's no talking.
These stats are from 2021 of the impact a father makes in a child upbringing, both a girl and a boy. On the whole, fatherless kids are 20 times more likely to be incarcerated and 11 times more likely to exhibit violent behavior than children from two-parent household. 20 times more, okay?
Wow.
20 times more. If a man and a wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same chances as children raised by just their father. You may already be blown away by the stats before, so maybe come back and let me read this to you and brace for impact if you missed it. Let me read it one more time. Listen, just stay with me. Don't get distracted, stay with me. Listen, if a man and a wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same chance as children raised by just their fathers. The husband and wife raise their kid. The chance of this kid going to jail is the same as just the father raising his kids. The problem is the single mother without a father in the picture that can sit there and discipline the kids, give them hope, values, principles, all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Play different roles. This is statistic. If somebody's watching and saying, oh my God, you're discounting women, you're discounting mothers, go get upset at the stats.
Thank you.
Not at me.
I will not have this conversation with you ever again in life. This is the one and only time I will have this conversation. Do you understand? If I come back, what the hell I just say? Repeat what the hell I just said.
Mercy. His kids will drink coffee today.
the coffee. It'll make you feel better.
They're drinking that coffee. And listen, this may seem like, oh, it may not be doing much, but it does. To a young kid, this is highly impactful. Someone who wouldn't otherwise have had any type of male figure talk to them in that way, and their mom wouldn't jump up and say, hey, don't talk to my kids like that, right? She's giving him permission to discipline and exercise authority respectfully, but also be dominant. Most kids who are in single mother households won't get that from a healthy source in a way that would help them have a healthy fear of somebody checking them. Because when you're young, you know, your mother, your father checks you. When you get older, you just got the police. And then when they check you, it's over. This is very highly impactful. I remember when I was younger, my mom used to threaten me and say, oh, we're going to, because, you know, I was very young, about 7 when I migrated over here to the US, and my mom would say, oh, we're going to send you back to Africa in a boarding school, and your dad is going to deal with you. I remember thinking to myself, oh man, you know, because I knew my father didn't play games at all. And when you're young like this, your mind is impressionable. So I know for a good majority of these kids, this does work, right? And again, it goes to show something that's even more important and necessary, and that's a father in the household.
You address the parent. The parents are telling you, you don't tell my daughter what to do. It's not that bad. Well, at least she was in the class. At least. It's all these excuses.
Mother breaks down in tears after discovering her 16-year-old simp son stole $2,000 off her credit to buy Fashion Nova and Shane for his girlfriend.
Y'all, I am so irritated right now. My son sit up here and literally took $2,000 off my credit card.
Mm-hmm.
That's my rent money. That's everything.
Shit.
Everything. He gotta go. I just put him out. He's 16. I already done sit there and told him. I really feel like calling the police. That's why I came live, so I can calm down.
Okay.
I really just feel like calling the police at this moment. You really took some money off my card. A little girl? Y'all, I am so mad right now, man.
Let it out.
My feelings hurt. Everything, like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, I never thought that he'd sit up there and do something like that. I never thought that he'd sit up there and do something like that. Like, when I got the notification earlier, when I sit up there and I got the notification earlier, y'all, the notification was basically saying, like, did I purchase this? But I didn't sit up there and pay attention to it. You feel me? Like, I didn't even worry about it or nothing like that. He gotta go. He waiting on his daddy to come pick him up right now. He has to go. He gotta go. He gotta go. Like, you don't do that. Like, he got, like, his mouth, he's being hella disrespectful, all of that. So, you gotta go. You gotta go. You have to go. You gotta go. Like, I don't have no more money. Like, I called my bank. My bank sit up there and told me I gotta wait until Monday. They froze my account. Shit. They completely froze my account. So can't nobody else use it. But I can't get that. He needs to get away from my door. He not getting back in my house. He not getting back in here. I do not care. Get away from my door, little boy. See, you see how disrespectful he is? That's why my dog sitting here barking. He's being so disrespectful. Since he been talking to this little girl, he's been getting hella disrespectful. He's been out the chain disrespectful. I'm about to call the police. I'm giving you a chance and letting your dad come and get you. Get away from my door.
Clearly see why the teachers are quitting. and your kids are getting expelled and kicked out because it's no way, it is literally no way that this is happening. And you guys don't see any issue with it.
Right.
I tell you, your kid hit someone, and you're saying, well, what did the little do to my daughter to make her want to hit? Nothing. Literally nothing. Your daughter just decides she wants to put her hands on people, and you don't correct her. You're yelling at me, asking me, why does she feel like she wants to hit?
Right.
What parenting is happening? Y'all come in and you're more worried about what's going on your Instagram and TikTok feed versus being a parent. Be a parent. You guys are horrible parents.
Whew.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Hold on. She's serving that coffee. Yes. 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 And I want you guys to think of what she said there. What father would be okay with their kid, daughter in specific, listening to Pound Town? What father walks in, sees their daughter twerking at young age, 5, or really at any age even after that, even when it's considered appropriate, no father is comfortable watching their daughter twerk. So this lets me know that a lot of these young girls who she's talking about don't have fathers in the household.
Let me tell you why I would say something like that.
I'm more than that.
Do you hear how you think of yourself? Did you hear what you just said? You're what?
More than that.
And that's all you should have been thinking. And from now on, guess what? No one is going to look at that. No one is going to look at you like that. No one is going to see your purity. All they're going to see is your impurity. You gave away your flower, baby girl. And I know I came off harsh, but I'm talking to you how the world sees you now. You're not innocent anymore. You might as well move out and go ahead and get your own spot. Since you're doing adult stuff, that's what you want to do, right?
Guys, I have to say this. It's important that you caught what he said there about, I'm talking to you the way the world will view you now that you've decided to sleep around, now that you decided to give your virginity away, and if you continue to do this. And the fact that a daughter feels comfortable enough to go to her father and admit this shows some type of strong bond relationship. If you're a man out there and your daughter is willing to confide in you to this level, I think that's a good thing. But I'm also sensing a very real sense of dose of reality that he's trying to get the daughter to look at her decision. What do you guys think?
Now, I'm not here to scold you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to love you, but I'm also here to tell you the truth. And we had an agreement.
I know, but I'm 17 now, and I wasn't, when I made that agreement, I was younger.
Sweetie, just
and I didn't know.
You have a period, and you got some little breasts, and some hips and stuff that these little nasty behind boys looking at, that don't make you grown, and that damn sure don't make you a woman. You got your own house?
No.
You settle in your own career?
No.
Do you got your own car that
but
you paid?
got
Do you got your own car that you paid for?
I got a car.
But did you pay for it?
No.
And what about those Versace shoes that you're wearing? And that Christian Dior robe? Did you pay for that?
No.
Oh, but you're a woman.
Let's check out these comments and see what the people have to say. Harsh, but handled it like a real dad should to his daughter. So this man agrees with the way this father handled the situation. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Here's another comment from another woman that says, this is why children don't come to their parents. Oof. So we have a woman here who sounds like she doesn't like the way he handled this situation. She's like, this exactly the way he handled this is why women don't come to their parents, because they will be judged. They will be judged. What do you guys think? Let's check out part 2, guys. Let's get it.
So just because I lost my virginity, you're not gonna buy me stuff no more. Why are you walking away from me? So
don't. I'm your daddy. I'm not your boyfriend. Don't talk to me like that.
Do you not love me no more, Daddy?
Hey, I will always love you. And right now, I won't call you crazy, but you got a child's mind. What the hell does what you have on and what I bought have to do with me not buying you stuff no more? You said that you are a woman. So I laid out the facts. If you are a woman, then why don't you have A, B, C, and D? That is what I'm getting to, young lady. That's besides the point. What needs to be focused on is the fact that now you could potentially, 4 things could happen, sweetie. He could never talk to you again. You could get pregnant and he can never talk to you again. You can get an STD and he can never talk to you again. Or y'all can stay together and be together and think y'all gonna have this lovely high school sweetheart relationship and go to college if you so happen to find a sitter, because I'm not gonna do it. Your mama not gonna do it. And you really thought I was gonna sit here and tell you everything was gonna be okay.
I mean,
that's
yes,
not reality,
because you
baby.
tell me to come and talk to you.
Whew. He said, no, we are drinking coffee today.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Now I'm coming to talk to you,
damn
and you
sure
making
do.
me feel like this. And then you're gonna make me not come talk to you no more.
Sweetie, that time that you got caught doing that real bad stuff, you came and talked to me. That time that teacher told me that stuff, you came and talked to me. So it's never gonna be a time that you can't talk to me. But I also want you to know I'm your father. I am not your friend. I am not here to heal your nasty wounds. I'm here to pour alcohol in them and show you that you should never got cut in the first place. Because again, I love you. I'm nice. Your mama love you.
Hold on, we're not going to skip over that just yet. I'm not here to heal your nasty wounds. I'm here to pour alcohol on them and let you know that you shouldn't have gotten cut in the first place.
I have some disturbing stats I want to share with you about fatherless homes. Fatherlessness likewise has a direct link to teen pregnancy and sexual activity. Roughly 70% of teenage pregnancies come from women raised in a fatherless home.
So I'm going to pause it right there. I know I promised not to, but my bad. That stat stood out to me because you often hear guys joke around about, like, you see women who will be like strippers or highly promiscuous. And the jokes will be, stay in your daughter's lives, or her father is somewhere crying his eyes out, or something like that. But there is some validity based on the statistics to that joke in specific. The less involved you are, a man is in a woman's life, the more promiscuous that child will be, or likely to be a single mother in public experimenting sexually, right? That's something to keep in mind, especially as a man, if you have daughters or plan to have children in the future. Let's get back into it.
70% of teenage pregnancies comes from fatherless homes. 70%. That's a big number.
She's nice, but the world isn't. The world is cold. The world is extremely cold. And you just had a first taste, first glance at what it's about to be like. Now that I done dug in you, now I can console you. But don't dictate my conversation and how I talk. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
I don't want to know no details of it. Was he a virgin too?
No.
Here's another comment from another person that says, tell the truth. Another commenter here says, how old is she? She's 17. She said that in the video. Here's another comment that says, I never reacted that calmly myself. So here's another comment from another guy that says, see what his intentions are. ... Feel him out on this situation with the praying hands. Here's another comment from another woman who actually agreed and liked what she saw, and she says, respect. Another gentleman here says, talk to her man, Lord, save her. I got a daughter myself. Excellent job in this conversation. So we have a father here who agrees with his approach. And our last thread of comments here starts off with a woman who says, why is he shaming his daughter? Damaged goods. She's recording him, ... Wow. That got 10 likes. Another person responded back to her and says, that shame keep girls from being 304s. Helps them be respectable women. Do you guys agree with that? Coffee. Is there a level of shame that is healthy? What do you guys think? Comment down below.
If another woman tells me how to be a father, I will open my mouth and flat out scream. How do you know how to be a father? Not only are you not a father, most of you didn't even have a father, and yet you're an expert on how to be.
Every day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids.
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
How are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating on McDonald's. Why do I gotta put...
Bring him out to the car.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring... So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other... You had them other kids. They were your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then.
Real quick, we're going to see what the people have to say in response to this video. We're going to check out these comments. This commenter says, but you have a full face of makeup, a new wig, and nails. Basically, I think what she's saying is it looks like you can afford McDonald's for the other kids. Or do you care more about your hair and your nails? This commenter says she really thought this video would make us think differently. I think she really did. Or she just doesn't care. With the laughing emoji. Next comment, the lashes tell me everything I need to know. With the crying emojis, 3 of them. This woman says, exactly. You got 4 kids. He has 1. Next comment. Can he claim all 3 kids on taxes? With the 2 laughing emojis. Now we know that he can't. We all know that this whole thing is her being bitter. And she just basically told on herself. He broke up with her, all they broke up. No matter what happens, she's upset. She isn't over it. You won't believe what this mother did to spite the father of her son.
At first, I couldn't understand why people just lose their cool and just go off the hinges and just do crazy shit and not think about it. You know what I'm saying? But I understand now because I'm trying to keep my cool because some shit just happened. And it might be petty to everybody else, but the shit ain't petty to me because I've been in this shit for years, for 17 years. And for a person, all right, so look, me and my kids' mom came together and said we're gonna buy our oldest son a car. I put the majority on it, she put hers on it, and we came together and say, when the car is ready, as in when it get done painting or, you know what I'm saying, whatever's done to it, we're gonna present our son his car. And it's supposed to have been done on his birthday, but shit didn't happen. So I just saw my son yesterday at his new job. Going up there and say, man, what's up? Glad you got a new job. This is your first job. I'm proud of you. And today, my son called me and said, Dad, did you know I got a car? How the you gonna tell me you got a car? How do you got a car? How do you know that you got a car? Oh, my mom, she surprised me with a car. How the do your mom surprise you with a car? And I'm so mad. I'm telling him this just like this. How the your mom surprised you with a car? It's not his fault. But at the same time, he got the juster, and you know what? I ain't mean it like that, but I'm pissed off because how your mom present you with a car when we bought the car, bro? Like, this how I see this how I think people be going off the hinges doing stupid and crazy shit. People be testing people, man. I'm trying to live a good life out here, man. I'm trying to do the right thing and shit. But motherfucker be testing you, dude. Like y'all may not understand where I'm coming from, but y'all don't understand the shit I'd have been through for 17 years. And all I wanted to do was give my first son his car, and this y'all don't understand, man.
I haven't spoken to my daughter's father in 9 years, and we just had a conversation that left me in tears and apologizing.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make this video because I want to encourage other parents to have the conversation. I'm not gonna cry. I never understood Jenna's father's perspective, and I never understood him. I never took the time to listen because I was so fixed on I'm the victim. It happened to me. You did this to me. You did this to me. You did this to me. When you're dating somebody, it's two different worlds coming together. And without understanding, there's no way those worlds can come together. I didn't know him. I didn't know myself. And like I said, two totally different backgrounds. I never understood how he could, do the things and, make these decisions and all types of stuff. But it's because I never understood. Oh my God. I'm so low-key heartbroken, and I'm just so remorseful. I can't believe I never understood the part that I played in the whole situation. I never knew how I was affecting him. I didn't know how I was affecting our situation. Y'all gotta make the phone call. You gotta sit down. You gotta have the hard conversation. I'm so much lighter than I was before talking to him. There was weight that I was carrying. I didn't know I was carrying. I didn't know. I didn't know. It is so important that those of us who struggle with trauma, we get help. Because had I never gone to therapy, I would have never been able to have this conversation. I would have never been able to hear. I would have never been able to learn. You got to have the conversation. You got to have the conversation. I never thought I was going to be the one apologizing. I was looking for an apology.
All right, guys. So there was a lot said there without her pretty much saying a lot. But from what I could gather from this video, and I thought it was a cool video to kind of react to, she's confessing to having a difficult conversation with the father of her child and realizing that it wasn't all his fault. And there's a level of accountability there. And she realized that she made some mistakes. Otherwise, she wouldn't be apologizing, right? And I think there are plenty of single moms out there who look at the father of their children out there like they're the enemy and they are the victim. And you rarely see a woman who's like, you know what, let me have a conversation and just really understand things from the man's perspective. And then actually, after talking to him, be able to sit there and say, I recognize where I was unfair and I could have done things better. It's a good thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to see when it's done. Rarely seen, even on the coffee pod. So let's check out a few of these comments and see what the people have to say. First comment here says, more women need to admit this. I left my ex and remained friends with him. Our babies were more important than what he or I did. Another comment here says, I need a story time because I'm trying to understand so I can determine if I'm a problem too. But as of now, I don't see me being one. Just a simple act of a woman sharing her experience, taking some accountability. Women are like, maybe me, you know, herd mentality, sheep mentality, which, you know, when it's used for good, I guess it's good, right? Here's another comment from another woman that says, this was so hard to watch because I'm currently helping my children with their dad because he's just done so much to us. I don't know how I feel about this. She obviously holds anger and resentment towards the father of her children, so much so that she can't even sit down and listen to somebody else who was able to drink some coffee. Here's another comment from another person that says, this needs more views. Same if your child who's an adult now. Make that phone call. You never know the other person's side until you hear it. Here's another comment from a man that says that's because people are more self-invested in themselves that they don't see anything else. I feel my ex-wife did not take that time. And I bet there are plenty of men out here who have an ex-wife who didn't take the time to really sit down and talk to them, but they're just so angry about this and that, they don't really understand. Here's another comment from a woman that says, I went through something similar with my husband. I didn't realize how life after her affected him and how my treatment of him was unfair. She goes on to say, thank you so much for sharing such a valuable moment. We all have to do better considering others and understanding. And the final comment here says from her, it's been 5 years and I finally was able to validate his feelings and apologize for just not knowing better. What an amazing release. Here's another comment from another man that says, this year will make it 9 years with my son's mom. I wish she can be mature as you are. And so you may be thinking, well, why don't you reach out to her? And maybe she's ignoring him and doesn't want anything to do with him. I mean, again, we don't know exactly what's going on in this situation. Another woman responded back to him and says, that's what y'all do. Oh, okay, here we go. Leave women to raise kids alone and then depend on our forgiving nature when the kid's all grown. He responded and said, well, that's not the story, but whatever hurt you, hope you get better. She kept going and responded and says, all the stories are the same. Deadbeat narcissists waiting for the kids to grow up to tell them the mothers pushed them away. And this guy responded and says, well, it wasn't that, sis. As I said, I still was active in my son's life, even though I wasn't allowed to be. He wasn't allowed to be active in his son's life. Look at this, bitter women over here ready to attack this man. Another comment says, I haven't heard from my daughter's father in over 4 months, and we live in the same country. And I am apologizing to him for being a deadbeat. Huh? I'm not understanding this comment. Is she saying she's a deadbeat mom and she wants to apologize to the father of their child? That's what it sounds like to me. Guys, as always, curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.